Hey gang, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Amy if you are new here, and today we are going to test out the brand new Morphe and Madison beer. It's the Channel Surfing Artistry palette. So if you're interested in taking a look at this palette as well as seeing what look I create with this palette today, then keep watching. Let's go ahead and pop this packaging open, and let's take a look at this palette. So it is a nice warm tone, sort of a neutral palette. So it's 20 shades. I love that it has a mirror. That's nice for, you know, a Morphe palette to have because they don't always have a mirror, so yay. And so we've got, looking for shade names. So the shade names are on the cellophane. And let's go ahead and swatch. Let's go ahead and swatch some of these. I went ahead and I swatched the mattes. So these are the 10 mattes in the palette. And I would say that for the most part, it looks pretty good. This black, look at the richness of this black. So I'm excited about that. And even like this shade here and like this shade here. So like, I think the pigmentation is definitely there. So even like the lightest shades, so even I'm looking in the mirror because it's easy to see the colors. But even like this light shade here, which is the first shade in the pan, look at, I mean, just the richness of these colors. The richness of these colors. So not bad. So here are the 10 shimmers in the palette, and as you can see, they are they're really pretty. I think my eye goes to this purple shade here, and I really like this shade here. So I really like those two shades. This shade here, it's swatched like a matte, but in the pan it has some reflectiveness to it. So let's go ahead and I'm going to do my brows, set my eyes, and then we're going to come back and we're going to create some sort of look with this palette. All right, we're back. Brows are done, eyes are primed and set, and so now let's go ahead and jump into this palette. So first I'm going to take this shade here, and that's the shade 0, and I'm going to just pick this up on a fluffy brush, and I'm going to just put this all over my crease. And Ollie wants to be seen. Okay, you got to get down, baby. Mama loves you, but you got to get down. So this turns a little dark on my eye. So I guess I'm going to be kind of light with this because I don't want it to get too dark, and I don't want this look to look muddy. So I'm just going to take my time and blend this out lightly. And I am taking it all the way up in the front of my eye. I'm taking it all the way up to the top of my brow. And then I just want to blow out this outer edge. I'm going to take this JS brush. I'm not sure of the number because I can't really see it. But I'm going to dip into this warm shade here called Devil in a Dress. And I'm just going to pop that on top of the 0 shade. So it's going to look a little dark on my eye, but you can, you can see the colors. Because my darkness is kind of starting to come through a little bit on the eye, but that's okay. We are going to go with the flow. Next, we're going to take the black in the palette, which is the shade Rabbit Hole. And I'm going to take this on a Sigma brush. This is a Sigma, this is an E25 brush. And so we're going to pick this up. This black is pretty rich. And I'm going to pack that black into my outer third. Just really kind of filling in this space. Just packing it in. Then I'm going to go back to the JS brush that had the shade Devil in a Dress on it and blend out this black. Blend it out. Just blending out these edges to just diffuse and bring that shape together. Next, I'm going to take these two shades. So I'm going to take the shade Stained Glass and the shade Pixie. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and cut the crease. So I'm going to cut my crease and I'll be right back and we're going to apply those two shades. The crease has been cut, and so now I'm going to reach for this flat brush from the from the James Charles collection. This is a Morphe M124 brush. And so I'm going to first go back in with the JS brush, and I'm going to pack on a little bit. I'm going to, where's my brush? I'm sorry, I'm going to go back to the Sigma E25 brush, and I'm going to pick up the black shade again, and I'm just going to pack on a little bit of the black here as we begin to create the movement of the eye. So just packing on. I'm going to do this on an angle so that we keep that richness and that smokiness. And then I'm going to take the Morphe brush. I'm going to wet it with some setting spray. I'm going to saturate it a little bit. And then I'm going to pick up the purple Bambi shade. And I'm going to pat that next to the black. So pretty. Just gonna pack it right next to that black. Really kind of merge those two together. That is so pretty. And it has just the right touch of sparkle. And I'm just pressing that right on. So what I'm gonna do is I wanna pick up actually some excess pigment and spray the brush while the pigment is on the brush and press it back on. Beautiful. Oh, I love that. We're just gonna. Now I'm going to take one of my little brush cleaners, clean the brush, and then now I'm gonna go in with the Stained Glass shade. And again, I'm going to pick that up on the brush. The brush is still kind of wet, so then I'm just going to press it next to, press it right next to that purple. Pressing it right onto that. I'm not going to worry about blending them together just yet. We will get there. Just really want to saturate this onto the eye. I'm going to wet the brush again. Dip back in and just press that into place. I'm going to grab a little more of the purple, and then I'm going to merge these two shades together. So we want that to be nice and blended. So I'll just pick up a little bit more and just blend that together because we want to have some movement. Definitely want to create some movement here. So we have just a nice transition. And then lastly, clean the brush. On this same brush, I'm going to grab the black. And again, we're just merging. Because we want this to be nice and blended out. We want it to just blend together nicely. We want a nice smooth transition. I'm going to grab that Sigma brush and just kind of stick it on the back. I'm just pulling it outward. Just pulling it outward. Gonna go back in with that JS brush because remember I want to keep this shape rounded and just round everything off. This is the finished face, and I must say that I am very pleased with how this look turned out. I'm very pleased with the eyes. So just take a look at that movement as you move from that stained glass to that purple shade to the black. I mean, it just turned out really flawless. So I would definitely give this palette, I would absolutely give it a thumbs up. I would encourage you to get it. If you already have it, tell me about it. You know, you guys know I love the comments. So tell me if you got it. Tell me, you know, what you did with it. You know, was it hard for you? Did you have any issues? For me, it blended really well. There was very minimal fallout, which I must say I'm very impressed with Morphe because I'm noticing that their eyeshadows, the last few ones that I've purchased, the fallout has been a little less than what it was when I first was introduced to Morphe. I do recommend that you grab this palette. The price of the palette was $25. And again, it is 20 shades. So it's 10 mattes and 10 shimmers. So this is a great collab. So congratulations to Miss Madison on this collaboration. Job well done. Well, gang, that is it. Thank you guys for stopping by and spending time with me today. Again, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to the Amy Gang, click my face right there and go ahead and subscribe. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Meet me in the comments. Let's talk about this video. Let's talk about your experience with this palette. Do you intend to get the palette? Again, guys, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.